Merry blessings, Taurus soul travelers, and welcome to Venusian Empress Oracle. We are getting your weekly reading this week for the full moon in Gemini from the Priestess of the Light Oracle cards. Bear in mind that these are general readings. They may or may not resonate with you. If you'd like a personal reading, reach out to me at VenusianWays.org, and also check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising Venus sign videos for these messages. Also, we have coming out for you today from the Light Seers Tarot, Seven of Cups and Ace of Wands. You may be becoming aware of a lot of choices before you at this time, perhaps. A lot of choices in love, but you got to be careful. Which ones can you trust? Which ones just want to steal your energy, perhaps, huh, Taurus? All right, and then the holographic tarot is going to help us to clarify everything that comes out for us today. Definitely, perhaps, somebody is giving their love somewhere else, or you're dealing with somebody who is doing so. Not happy, perhaps, with what's being offered to you at this time. As far as options for love, maybe they all seem the same to you, huh, Taurus? Let us check and see what's going on for you. We're going to tap also into the Moonology cards, which will give us some advice moving forward. And, of course, we always pull love messages at the end of the readings here on Venusian Empress Oracle. So you'll always get a little bit of love in every reading. And so at the end, stick around. We will pull those messages for you. All right, guys, let's get into your reading, shall we? And thank you so much to the angels, ancestors, way showers, guides. Dear Priestess of the Light, show us what we need to know for Taurus, please. Take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths and relax. Beautiful, Taurus. So good to be here with you today, and thank you so much for all of your likes, comments, shares, donations. I love engaging with you in the comments, so definitely let me know how these messages are resonating with you. Also hit the subscribe and bell notification so you don't miss any of the videos I put out. Let's see what's going on, Taurus, shall we? What is going on for Taurus today? Show me what I need to know for Taurus, please. Taurus, please. Taurus, we have sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. So you may be completely focused on how can you leave your mark on this world? What is your real reason for being here? You may be questioning that quite a bit today. Grateful optimism, joyous view of the future that could, that's what's showing is crossing you. So being optimistic and feeling like there is more to come for you. Earth magic, fearlessness, and removing obstacles. So this is what we're looking at today for you. How can we step into more of our true purpose, our reasoning for being here, and remove those obstacles perhaps that are keeping us from really moving in that, down that path, if you will. What's keeping us stuck perhaps? Eternal flame, ancestral legacy. So not letting your candle burn out before you really leave your mark on this world, perhaps. All right, so your card says the Priestess of the Holy Fire is bringing you an important message about your sacred purpose. She holds the spark of the eternal flame in her hand. That's like the brigade flame, right? The hearth fire. And that's like your, what would be in your sacral or your creative space, right? So it says, of the eternal flame in her hand, bearing witness to the light of antiquity that lives in each of us, right? The eternal flame represents your soul presence through time, but is not limited to your own experience. It extends throughout your personal lineage, going back to your ancient ancestors and moving forward to the descendants yet to come. So you're in the middle of all of that. You are that bridging point, if you will, right? Your ancestors are calling you home. Their energy pulses through your veins in your DNA, and their histories vibrate in the long heritage that has come together to create the person you are at this moment. This is your cultural, spiritual, and familial past, reminding you that it is important to honor your ancestors and consider the value they have brought to your life. Also be conscious of the energy you are perpetuating in your cultural, spiritual, and familial legacy you are leaving behind. So do you want to change the way that, maybe things have been at this point in your ancestry, in your lineage? This is those generational aspects of our curses, if you will, things that we're not happy with, things that we want to be able to say, we made a difference, we were able to do things differently, right? Absolutely. Your sacred purpose calls you to honor the holy fire in your own soul. Ancient priestesses would tend to the sacred flame, thereby keeping balance among the elemental kingdoms of earth, air, fire, and water. In fact, you may have had important past lives in such societies, perhaps even as a priest or priestess, with this high intention. Know that the purpose of balancing the energy in your life and in this world still resonates within you. It is up to you to hold all that is sacred as you charge and your responsibility. Excuse me. So it says, it is up to you to hold all that is sacred as your charge and your responsibility, meaning that you take responsibility for it and you are willing to be the one to change it, right? The ancestors are calling you to restore balance to Mother Earth once again, because you are so connected, Taurus, is what this is saying. You do have a profound effect on the earth, and universally speaking, not just within your own personal energy, lineage, and things of that nature, right? So your affirmation is, I honor the eternal flame within. I value my ancestral heritage, and I perpetuate the sacred energy for those yet to come. I honor the eternal flame within. I value my ancestral heritage, and I perpetuate the sacred energy for those yet to come. I honor the eternal flame within. I value my ancestral heritage, and I perpetuate the sacred energy for those yet to come. By the power of three, a perfect trinity, it is done. You may have had some connection recently with, your ancestors, or just, that you have this kind of connection, whether it be, no matter what the lineage is, but meaning that you've had an important role in the past, and meaning that that is a part of you even now at this time, even if you're not completely aware of that point or that fact. Earth magic. So again, tapping into Mother Earth and that, that energy. And that's what this is talking about, that you actually help to heal the earth because you are, have such a stronger connection with that overall healing aspect. Grateful optimism. So it's going to be very important for you to focus on that, not get caught up in your own life, if you will, and remember, what the universal aspect of things going on is all about. Don't get caught up in these disappointments, perhaps, things that didn't work out, people that did you wrong in the past, right? That wasn't, who you were meant to be with. You were meant for much more than that. That's why God is trying to offer you at this time, a different way of doing things. And again, you're probably at this point where you just don't have the strength to deal with these kind of people any longer anyway. So something has to change is really what this is showing me. You even know within you that something has to change. Putting in that hard work, right? That's what wanted to pop out. Injustice on the bottom, for sure. So this is what's crossing you. It's just really feeling like that, you're not getting a fair shake of the deal, basically, is what it feels like, Taurus. Perhaps in the past you've been very burnt out trying to, make some sense of it all, but not really completely healing and feeling good within your mind and your emotions. That would be the water and the air aspect. So those elements would be off, right? Four of Pentacles, not holding back. And at the same time, not really having the energy to move forward and do what you need to do as well. That hearth fire energy, right? Wands energy. Now we're talking about fire, pentacles with the earth. So we've got all of them out here and all of them in reverse. It's really throwing your energy off here, right? With the Ace of Wands in reverse, Taurus. Definitely not feeling so happy at home right now. Maybe things aren't the way that you would like for them to be from whatever perspective within your own energy. You know, it is Wands energy, and we have been talking about lovers finding it hard to not feel burdened perhaps by life and feeling like you have so many perhaps bills and different things like that with the Four of Wands in reverse. Really working on trying to, you know, hold that loving energy at this time and find that balance is what I feel is going on here today. It's like there's not a literal crown there. It's your heart being, you know, balanced that helps you to really feel in your power, you know. But this could be you experiencing some health issues or even, you know, financial issues if this energy is not changed, because it really is important for you to heal all of these conflicts, you know, not continue to feel conflicted. I just saw 1111, 2 5s already coming out, and now a third one. Time to end the mind effery, right? Time to, you know, start filling your head with these messages, you know, that you do have a purpose here, that you're not going to let these situations, you know, take you out, take your energy out. Time to get re-energized again and make peace, you know, again, lighten our heart so that when, you know, we go to spirit, we're not dealing with these situations behind the scenes, acting like we're happy perhaps, but really not, you know, knowing that things have not really panned out in our life, if you will, the way that we had hoped that they would, maybe particularly in the love department. Always feeling confused, you know, when it comes to love, not really quite understanding why, you know, we're having to deal with these kinds of people or situations. And definitely, you know, you decided not to. Either this was you being really taken out or you not giving somebody another chance, you know, but at the same time, this had a big toll on you. Maybe there was something that you learned about somebody, you know, around the home that just really, you just didn't feel right about giving somebody another chance, you know. This person really had just drained your energy so much is what I'm seeing with this situation. Knight of Wands in reverse with the Four of Pentacles. You know, it's like this energy where you don't have the energy to move forward, and at the same time you don't have the, you know, money, you don't, you know, it's just like you're not in the right space, if you will. Again, with this Three of Swords energy, it's like underlying there's all this, you know, disappointment and hurt, not feeling like you really have the power, you know, to make things happen in your life, not feeling that spark, you know. It's like not even being able to think positive thoughts at this time. You know, there's a lot that you had to walk away from and be honest with yourself about that wasn't working, that you knew wasn't part of your path. And even though, you know, things were thrown off, perhaps, maybe somebody did leave or whatever, but things are working out in your favor, whether you see it or not, because we got the 4 elements there. And even though that 1111 energy, you know, with somebody may not have worked out, it actually was working in your favor. You know what I mean? Because this is somebody that it seems like, you know, just wanted to have it their way. They weren't really allowing you to be in your own power, autonomous, that kind of thing, have your own thoughts and feelings. And so you really couldn't figure out, you know, like what was right for you, you know, who were the right people to work with to help move, you know, yourself along this path and get out of all of these burdensome situations in your life. It's like, well, when we're not on our purpose, you know, when we're not really on our path or going the right direction, then we're going to tend to run into those type of people, You know, that, again, they're really not running their kingdom the right way. Queen of Cups energy. What do we need to know about this? Ace of Cups in reverse. Wow. So this is definitely, you know, been very tough for you to see your self-worth, and I feel like you're working on that quite a bit at the moment. But whatever you've been dealing with in your life up to this point, it just feels like there's been a lot of upheaval, a lot of dishonesty around you. You know, you really want to move out of this energy. I feel it. You know, I know that you want to, based on what I'm seeing here. This is where you really want to be, but this is where you find yourself perhaps at this time, or moving forward, because perhaps you're having to, you know, end a situation. Maybe you're not going to be married. You know, we're dealing with all of these confusing energies any longer, ones that you know have done nothing but been conflicting. You know, somebody could have put you in a competition, could have confused you about, you know, the happiness that they're bringing, that it really has no value, if you will, you know. Somebody could be showing up at your house too, trying to, you know, get you back or something. Because I feel like you just really turned your back on this situation, whatever it is. Feeling like it's just not meant for you. And you're just tired of dealing with perhaps the same kind of situation that you've seen growing up. All this manipulation and nothing growing. It's like, you know, I'm tired of kind of more or less dealing with the same things that I saw my parents deal with. And it's like needing to stand your ground and, you know, not deal with these type of people. Or, you know, an emperor can be, you know, like an authoritative figure like your parents or a father or something like that. And maybe, you know, it's like you're not taking their advice, or you're, you know, and by not doing so, maybe that's where you're going to really start to see success, because you're not doing things the same way that they've been done before. You know, you're not continuing to go down the same path. Even if it seems like you're losing perhaps a lot in the immediate, perhaps what you're also realizing is that it just is because these were the things that were not really meant for you when you were on the right path. So now that you're perhaps getting more on the right path, or figuring out what that is, you're also understanding what's not meant for you, kind of thing. All right, so a time for healing and balsamic moon is coming out for you today as advice moving forward. So this is definitely a time to heal, release negativity. You could be dealing with the Scorpio, Taurus, because the Scorpio energy, full moon in Scorpio came out. What else? We also have hold your vision with fixed moon. All right, so don't allow anybody to move you or change your mind about this, influence you, you know, kind of situation. Make sure that you stay strong. 1818 I just saw on the timer. All right, because you know best what is best for you. All right, so let's see what's coming out for you in love for your week ahead. Messages of love for Taurus, please. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Interesting. Do you have some new love on the horizon? Maybe trying to figure out if this is the right one that you could build with finally. What else do we have for Taurus, please? Oops. Too many. Come on now. For Taurus, please. Okay, Taurus, so we have forgiveness. This is going to be very important for you today. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And what better way than to tap into that priest or priestess of your lineage of the past, right? And bring that forward into this time frame and really be in your power. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so Taurus, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and your memories that you have shared with those you love. All right? And did you share them with those people who were meant to be on your path? Were you on purpose in this lifetime? All right, Taurus, well, hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification. Have a beautiful week ahead, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.